This game was a total blowout. Not even close. Not even competitive. I have no idea what the hell happened to the OKC Thunder, but the Minnesota Timberwolves throttled them. I mean, it was a complete ass whooping. It was just curb stomping the hell out of the Thunder. All right, so the Wolves came to play, and the Thunder just did not match that intensity at any point in the game. I'm talking like from the first quarter on. We knew what time it was going to be in this game. All right, so I want to just kind of discuss the game and then kind of talk about what we're going to be seeing for game 4, like what the expectation should be, talking, maybe some adjustments for the Thunder and things like that. Please do like and share our videos, subscribe if you're new here, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss an upload from this YouTube channel. All right, the final score, 143 to 101. The Minnesota Timberwolves win in dominant fashion. First quarter, the Timberwolves are up by like 20, maybe, and then they outscored OKC by 10 additionally in the second quarter. So we had us a 30-point game at halftime. It didn't change in the third quarter. The Timberwolves outscored the Thunder. And then in the fourth quarter, it still didn't change. So I remember watching, I don't know, it was at some point in the third quarter, I'm like, yo, man, this is a 40-point lead. The hell are we talking about here? And it really didn't get much better, honestly. What I saw was complete dominance. I saw a Minnesota offense that was humming, and I saw a Thunder offense that seemed disjointed, unsure of itself. And there's a couple of key indicators that kind of will explain why there was a 40-point point differential between these two teams. So the Minnesota Timberwolves shot 57% from the field. That is a combination of two things. Number one, high quality looks. Number two, just hitting, right? So you're getting good looks, good clean looks. The Thunder defense for most of the game just wasn't there. They were getting called for fouls, right? Which obviously kind of stifles the defense if you think about it. Saw some of that. 50% from the 3-point line. And I think that's the sweet spot for the Timberwolves. They took 43s. 50 is too many. I think really the sweet spot for these teams, you want to be around between 30 and 40. That's probably like the natural flow of the game. Taking more than that, you're forcing it, right? And they shot 50%. The Thunder shot 32% from 3, 40% from the field. I guess the free throws better for the Thunder. What I believe to be the game was the rebounding. The Thunder just were not it on the glass. They were minus 19 in rebounding. And then on the offensive glass, 11 for the Wolves and 5 for the Thunder. Turnover differential, advantage Wolves. So the Wolves had 10 turnovers. Remember, they had almost 20 last game. This time, it was the Thunder with 15 turnovers, right? So very uncharacteristic. I thought the Wolves did a good job of forcing those turnovers. And, the Thunder just weren't able to do what they did the last game. Points in the paint, plus 14, advantage Minnesota. And that's pretty much the game. It was a nice, clean game for the Wolves, and it was kind of a sloppy one for the Thunder. Not much to really write home about for the Thunder. I'm like, this is not an exaggeration. Chet played 21 minutes and got you 10. J-Dub, 13 points in 25 minutes. Isaiah Hartenstein, 6 points. Shea only 14. He played 28 minutes. The game was over. These guys got benched in the third. If you think about it, I don't even remember if they came in at any point in the fourth. If they did, it was very early, and they got taken out early. They kind of knew what time it was. When you got some dude named A. Mitchell, like I don't even know who that is, got 14 points off the bench for the Thunder. And who is that? Donnell Jones? Like, who's D. Jones? Who are these guys? They're not in the Thunder rotation. But the Wolves were cooking. I did see Randall go back to the locker room at either the end of the third or beginning of the fourth. So we'll have to look for an update on his injury, possibly. 24 points in 30 minutes. Very aggressive offensively tonight. He also had 3 assists. Jaden McDaniels, 10 points. Ant-Man was phenomenal. There was a point where he was like blistering hot. 30 points, 12 of 17 shooting, 5 of 8 from 3, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and he was giving Lou Dort the business. I mean, they had some crazy push-shoving thing going on in the corner near the 3-point line. So, yeah, Ant-Man will not back down. And Lou Dort's a tough dude and all those things. I think he got 10 from Naz Reid, which is good. He had 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and I think he also had a block. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had a nice game. Shannon Jr. was actually really good. There was a point, I think in the second quarter, he came in and ripped off like 10, 12 points like right away. So he had one hell of a game. Really, really nice outing from him. A nice boost off the bench. And that's pretty much it. That was the game. So we got to start talking, game 4, obviously. And I think what the Wolves are going to do is they're going to try to recreate a lot of the things they did in this game, which is, having defensive polish, defensive intensity, making life hard on SGA. And, I mean, it's not just SGA, but if you're able to disrupt SGA, it makes Chet Holmgren's life much harder, right? Because obviously SGA can set up Holmgren better than what Holmgren can do for himself. J-Dub was pretty good, in the minutes that he did play him straight up and make him beat you. But that's kind of what I think happened here. I just think that SGA never really got going. SGA was kind of bottled up, I would say. The defense was definitely emphasizing him, and they probably figure if we can control this, that makes our lives easier. He's not getting all these other guys involved. So I think that's what they're going to be looking to do in Game 4. And if they win Game 4, if the Minnesota Timberwolves find a way to win, it's like a brand new series, right? They're going back to Oklahoma City. And they've got 3 games left, right? 3 chances. And in that case, it starts becoming like a real chess match. Game 5, Game 6, and then who knows what happens in Game 7. But we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. I'm gonna go ahead and say, based on the way that the Wolves won this game, they're gonna come in flying high, and I think they could do it. I think they can win Game 4. But I don't think it's gonna be like a blowout fashion. I think it's gonna be close. I just think they're gonna find a way to win. It's gonna be Ant-Man and Randall and those guys just doing it. And then for the Thunder, how do they secure the win? And if they get a win, you're going back to OKC up. 3-1. That's a good situation, right? You've got a few games to figure out how I'm gonna get that 4th win. We'll have to see what happens. I think for the Thunder, they're going to be actively trying to get SGA going and get some ball movement. It's really crazy because the Thunder came out with a great play to start the game. They ran some background action. Isaiah Hartenstein had like an alley-oop, I think, from Chet. It was a really nicely executed play. They never really looked sharp after that first play. The Wolves got their buckets, and then it started pouring on, and the Thunder just kind of looked discombobulated. But yeah, I think you're going to need like an Alex Caruso type of game to really be kind of like an icebreaker, breakthrough, and cause some problems. That never really happened in this game. So look forward to that possibly happening and the outcome of the game being different. We'd much rather have close games. It's not enjoyable to watch blowouts, but man, really, really was a blowout. This thing was out of hand quick. Let me know what you guys saw. Let me know what you thought of the game, and then tell me what you think is happening for Game 4. How is that game going to go, and who do you think is going to find a way to win? Drop me some comments. Like, share, subscribe, check out some more videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.